Hi, my name is Ronaldo. I'm the head of the product management at Merida. Today I want to show you our highlights for 2018. I'd like to start with our new 140. It's our new trail bike for 2018. As the name says, we have 140mm travel in the rear and 150mm travel in the front. Intent of use of this bike is definitely trail riding. So the target was to have here a bike which feels super safe on the trails, very playful, very agile. So that was the target of this. So compared to the 160, it's in the tight corners it feels much more playful and easier to handle. But of course it's not as fast as the 160. Compared to a 120, our tour bike, it has more potential in the downhills. Another point which was super important for us is that we have a price economic bike. So the entry level starts in the low 2,000 euros area, which is I think super interesting because we use a 1150 cassette. So we offer for an entry level bike a really nice one by specific drivetrain. And also here the parts are really best use for trail riding. The model which we see here is the 800 version. We have it in two colors, black and yellow. We have here the GX drivetrain, the new Revelation fork, and also important for us here was on the details. We have our own new designed grips, new designed saddle clamp, our own designed axle, handlebar, stem. All parts I think are looking super nice and working perfectly on the trail. Also here the price is I think pretty interesting. It's in the low 3,000 euro area. So I think it's super important to have this kind of bikes because we see every year bikes for 7,000, 8,000, 9,000 euros. Probably not too many people can afford that, and here we have something which works out of the box perfectly on the trails. Also something which is I think pretty nice, our cable routing system. For example, when it's ride adjusted, the cable don't touch the frame because they are clamped. So if you pull them, you can't take them out. So it also can't touch the frame. Often you buy a new bike and after 2 times riding you already have the first scratches on the frame, although you just use it as it should be used. And another nice thing is on this system, you clamp it also at the exit, so you can put them under tension, so you can avoid rattling. And another nice thing is that if you ride a motocross style or UK style or how the Australians do it, you can put these inserts on the other side and the cable routing is perfectly still. Often if you have, for example, liners inside in it, then the cable already wraps on the frame. Also pretty important is that we use 2.6 tires, so they're a little bit more comfortable than the normal sizing ones, but not that heavy than a plus tire, more predictable, and they offer more traction. The tuning mount is super sensitive. There's quite a lot of air pressure inside, but you don't need a lot to activate the shock. And also an advantage of the tuning mount is that we have bearings on the top, so over the time you have much less friction than if you don't have bearings. So, and I'm also really happy about the performance of these shocks. As I say, they're super sensitive. You can use quite easily the complete travel, but it doesn't feel that you rush through the travel. And another advantage of the tuning mount is that the length is a little bit shorter than the normal ones. And especially if you have vertical standing shocks, this additional length saving makes your life easier, especially on small frames and on the e-bikes. Another highlight is our 160 aluminium. Last year we introduced the carbon version. This year we have also the aluminium one. The rear triangle is the same as the carbon version. It's an aluminium one. Only the front triangle is different. So the weight difference is around 400 to 500 gram, depending on the size. Also here for us, the price point was very important. You see here the entry-level version with the 1150 cassette, which I have already talked about at the 140. Also here the specification, I think it's out of the box, it's ready to use for an interesting price point. Okay, that's about our dual suspension highlights for 2018, and I hope to see you on the trails.